Hey everybody, it's Anthony here with EduPower Tools, and it is Tuesday, January 26, 2021, which means it's time for another Technology Tip Tuesday. So in this week's agenda, we have some items from the recent inauguration, some other things to kind of talk about. As always, you can visit my Technology Tip Tuesday Wakelet page at wakelet.com/@technology_tip_Tuesday. And you can, from there, follow me so that you can get the updates every week as they are posted. So let's check them out. Today's collection starts off with a tweet from Andrea Goldschmidt at AndreaGolch1, happy at Wakelet. So she got her certificate of course completion from the Microsoft Educator Center for surfing the 5 C's with Wakelet. And what that reminded me was that Microsoft has a whole bunch of mini courses that you can take to earn little badges like this for a whole bunch of different products. Flipgrid, all the Microsoft products, Wakelet, all sorts of other good stuff to talk about digital learning and how Microsoft tools can help you out. I work in a primarily Google school, so we use mostly Google tools, but the information that's in all these Microsoft mini courses, I've taken a few of them, apply to any kind of tool that you're using, whether you use Microsoft Word or Google Docs or whatever. It focuses on actually teaching in the digital space, which I think is really beneficial for times like these when we see ourselves teaching remotely or hybrid or in school. So check out the Microsoft Educator Center. There's a link there for that. Next one was a tweet from Mindshift about a sketch note that Valentina ESL made, the benefits of reading aloud to English learners. And I was prompted, I thought about this because it reminded me of all of the tips, tricks, and tools and stuff that I learned in an EL course that I think it doesn't just apply to English language learners, it applies to any students that could be struggling or that maybe learn best just by using these kinds of tools. So reading aloud is something that they recommend, and that's something that you can easily do by creating videos or making audio recordings using Edpuzzle, or even just right within Google Slides using the Moat extension, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Next is a teaching tip from Laura at Technology Laura. She breaks up her lessons into 5 parts, Bellringer, and then what I liked about this particular tweet was how she identified which tools she's using for each of these different aspects of the lesson. So whole group instruction using Zoom or Kahoot, pairing collaboration with Pear Deck or Quizlet, independent work with quizzes, and then an exit ticket for reflection with Flipgrid. And I think that really is helpful to a lot of teachers to kind of help you kind of organize how your lesson is going to be. Next one's from Matt Miller at jmattmiller. I like him a lot. I follow him and I like everything that he posts. This one is just a kind of something to think about as we round the corner into the 3rd term, ending the school year with epic Olympics. There's templates and things like that. So kind of infusing some competition into your classroom as we head towards the second half of the school year. This is a great tip from Greg Kulawick, who is a fantastic professional development giver of all sorts of technology tools. But he is pushing Video Ant. It's one of his favorite web tools. Users can take time-stamped notes while watching a video, which I think is really good because there's nothing worse than just assigning a video for the kids to watch and expect that they're just going to all of a sudden absorb all the information. They're not going to do that. They're half paying attention. But when you force them to either take notes or respond to questions like you can in Edpuzzle, it makes it a lot more interactive and engaging for the students, and they learn a lot more from it. So that's a neat tool, Video Ant by Greg Kulawick there. Jolie Boucher talks about Moat, and I mentioned this just briefly before, being able to add in audio recordings into Google Slides with the Moat extension. The Moat extension was originally out to add audio comments to like Google Docs and things like that for feedback for students. So the Moat extension was originally developed as a way to put in audio feedback in like Google Docs as comments, things like that. So now they're just adding it into Google Slides here. Next one is related to the inauguration, the speech by, the poem by Amanda Gorman, 22-year-old. Pretty inspirational, and I love this tweet here. She is their future, and they are her future. what an amazing moment to witness history in the making for all of us. So I just thought that was a nice little thing there. And then teacher resources from the Modern Classrooms project. So those are just a bunch of resources that you might find useful to supplement anything that you were doing in your classroom in terms of selecting lessons and getting ideas for plans and things like that. Next one is a tweet by Dr. Eric Youngman at Eric_Youngman. The grit growth progression journey. And I thought this was a nice visual to show students when talking about grit and perseverance and whatnot. It shows you different aspects of life, your attitude, reflection, effort, action, and challenges, and then how that kind of looks. And it's not never a straight line. It's always up and down. It's like climbing a mountain. So I thought that was a nice visual to be able to share with students. Google Slides, add a slide per student for Teacher Tech. Alice Keeler at alicekeeler.com. One of our favorite things to do is have all the students on one Google Slide, so you see what they're all doing. They're all working on their own individual slides. In theory, this is a great idea because you as the teacher can go in and see what everybody's doing. In practice, it can be difficult, so you got to make sure that you prep the students to make sure that they know that they're not supposed to go on each other's slides and edit the work that everybody else is doing. Just focus on your own slide. So something to try maybe, and something to roll out kind of piece by piece so that they get used to it and understand what the expectations are for that. And then the last one, how to supercharge Google Jamboard with animated GIFs with free templates. Again, this is from Eric Miller, who ditched that textbook guy, and some great ideas and templates there for using Jamboard. Hope you find all that helpful. As always, stay tuned on Tuesday for more of your favorite tech tips, and certainly follow me on Twitter at EduPowerTools and on YouTube at EduPowerTools as well for some great tips, tricks, and tutorials. Hope you have a great day, and look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.